Welcome to Cross Yoga. My name is Ria. I'm here to guide you through what I call a water kind of flow sequence. Honestly, today I am exhausted physically and mentally, but I still want to move. And you might have days like that as well. So this is not going to be a tough strength class, but more like soft that opens up your body and helps you to rejuvenate and find energy again. So take a seat and let's begin. As always, calm the breath, soften the face, and let go of any tension you might hold in your shoulders. And I'll simply say out a short prayer today that you can listen to or just pray along with as you want to do. God, thank you that you know us even though we can be tired mentally, physically. And thank you that you came to heal our bodies, souls, and minds. So be present as we move and breathe. Help us listen to what is important and let go of things that is less important. You can sigh out if you feel like that. And then lean forward. You might want to change the legs position a little bit if you feel more comfortable doing that. But find the floor in front of you and sway in from side to side in a kind of a forward fold to some degree. Like you're opening up the back. And as we flow with water, it will probably go a little bit quicker than the very deep breaths, but you choose. Slowly work the right hand towards the right side of your body and lift the left arm over to the side. You might exhale and lift up, inhale, going to the same side again. Exhale, inhale. And I love the softness when kind of softening the arms, which means the elbow as well. So figure out what you want to do with this. Maybe you close your eyes. All right, go into your deepest range of motion. One last time. Sweep the arms up overhead and go for the other side. Keep a little bit of engagement in the core. Going directly to the side, not halfway back or forward for that matter. Maybe it's okay to remind yourself that being tired is a natural part of everyday life. And it's okay to be tired and acknowledge that and slow down. Because then, after the slowing down, you will have more energy again. Pausing those side bends and moving into tabletop. You can always get your wrists going before you find tabletop. Traditional cat-cow, so put the spine up, your cat and your cow. And you could be creative here, moving your hip in a can we call it more watery? A flow to the side. Get the neck involved as well. Still breathe in deeply. If you feel okay standing on your knees on this not too thick block, most likely you can do so. If otherwise, you can fold the mat. We're not going to stay here for that long. We're going to reach the arms up for a big circle and exhale the hands down. Sweep the arms up. Inhale and exhale. And if you feel like it, you can sit down as you take the hands, kind of cross in front of your chest and stand up. Exhale. Maybe just going halfway down. I'm not cueing your breath necessarily, so just breathe a couple of more times. Last one. And then let your hands drop down towards the front of the mat, downward facing dog. Spread out the fingers, tuck the toes under, lift the hip up, and keep moving one leg at a time. Make sure you have that soft bend in the elbows. And then slowly bring the right foot to the top of the mat. You can lower down the knee for this one. If you feel like that's not really your thing, you can definitely take the knee off. We're gonna move back. I have my hands on the inside of my front foot. If the floor is far away, please use blocks underneath both hands. So I'm gonna walk forward and back. I'm not stretching my legs completely. And you can move the hip a little from side to side. We're kind of breaking all the alignment rules here. Which is okay if we just listen and we don't go into full range of motion. All right, the next time you to some degree extend both legs, we're going to do this opposite side. So most likely you will know what to do even though you turn on your mat and probably can't see the screen anymore. But turn on the mat and move in this odd kind of wide pyramid lizard pose. No need to walk the hands if you feel comfortable having them just one spot. And sigh out. Then you're going to walk just halfway, so you'll be standing the middle of your mat. You're going to have your feet far apart and the toes pointing out. Bend your knees and come into a horse stance for a moment. Now you can go wider and lower if you have the energy for the more harder ones for your thigh, or you can stay up here. You can see I'm already moving from left to right, opening up the hip, being gentle. You can keep your hands on the thighs, or you can let them go down by the side, move them as you feel like. Keep breathing. And then extend your legs, and I will get my feet a little bit closer in, but the feet still pointing out though. Bring the arms up overhead and go for a side stretch towards your right side. Sitting down in some variation of squat, crossing the arms, reach the arms up overhead. Go for the side bend to your left. Keep moving here. Want to get the arms going. Feels good, I hope. Remember the softness in your body. If you see water running down some sort of stream over some soft rocks there, some rounded rocks, you will see that it seems like, I got the picture of silk, this softness. Get that sensation into your body as you move a few more times. One more time to right and left. And then you can find the top of your mat. I like to fold forward and kind of walk to the top of the mat, both feet in that direction. Get some distance in between the feet, but maybe just like hip width. And rise into your mountain pose, palms facing forward. Big breath. And then sit into a not super low chair pose. Bring the arms in front of your ears, aligned with your ears. And then rise up, bring the arms by your side. Bring them back and then to the top, sit down. Inhale might fit as you sit. Exhale as you stand in your mountain. Mainly focus on shoulder engagement rather than going super deep with your chair. Two more times. Step your left foot back, warrior two. Short distance if you feel like really low on energy, or go for a little bit wider. Stack front knee over ankle and get yourself into this nice posture of warrior two. Again, we're gonna float. Keep the arms where they are, engage the core, and again, don't go to the full range of motion, but lean forward, coming back to center, lean back. No movement in your legs and your hip as such, only your spine. And then you can be playful with your arms, kind of let them do what they feel like doing. Remember this posture, warrior two. If it is new to you, you can step to the top of the mat and then step your right foot back. If you do remember the shape, you can again turn to the back end of your mat. After having a pause with your shoulders, bring the arms out and do this motion. Now it should be the other direction. Avoid hyperextending the back leg. We tend to do that a lot. So we are hydrating our joints as we softly move from one direction to the other. And with hydration and extra blood flow, we also get this healing aspect, which is why I love doing small sequences like this. Last time, back and forward. And then you can windmill both arms around, go to a wide stance, and this time let the toes point slightly in towards each other. If the floor is far away, we use blocks. If you're good here, you can sway from side to side, whatever is possible for your back and your legs. Feeling the pressure of blood and everything in your head as you have your head down.
And then slowly move yourself to the top of the mat. So bring your hands where they were in your downward facing dog to the first of the class. Step back, down dog, maybe take a breath. And then come down prone here on the mat, on your belly. Toenails on the floor. Get your feet maybe mat width distance, and you can bring your hands out somewhere in front of you. You figure out where to put them when you know what to do. We're gonna inhale, lift up, look over the right shoulder some degree, exhale, fold down again. Of course, that the other side as well. Inhale, lift towards your other side and lower down. Continue with that. And avoid pushing too much through your hands. Try to see if you can get the spine to support the lift as well. One more if you can on each side. And then come down, stack your hands, let the forehead rest on the hands. And you can lay still if you prefer, or windshield wiper your legs with the feet up towards the ceiling. Put the feet down if you haven't already, and slowly find child's pose. And this is the time where we might be not moving. So sink the hip back towards the heel as long as it feels comfortable. Forehead on the mat, and arms can be to the front or by the side. Give your tiredness and exhaustion, if you feel like that, to God. God loves you. He's the loving parent that receives us no matter our mental, spiritual, physical condition. And lift up from child's pose. Come on up to your back. Almost ready for a little bit of rest. I just want to guide you into a spinal twist, because in my body, I feel like that is often nice when I'm exhausted. So you could take the right leg, bend it, the other left leg stretched, and then cross the right leg over, either like this hook behind the knee. Opposite arm out, either hovering or just resting on the floor if you can reach. Notice that the spine is long, even though you're rotating it or twisting it. Breathe. And soften everything around the hip, the glute, the lower back. Bring yourself back supine. And take a breath before you go to the other side as well. And make sure you breathe into your belly as you do this rotation of your spine. And then there is time for rest. I will guide you through a short body scan for resting and relaxing the body. And then I'll finish the class. But I recommend that you maybe put a time on and just spend 10-15 minutes down on the floor. Most likely you'll benefit a lot from it. Make sure you don't get cold. Use a blanket, maybe something underneath your head. When you're ready, then close your eyes. And bring this softness of the small stream of water into your body. And then relax the forehead and the place between the eyebrows. The eyes. And the jaw. So open the mouth a little bit and let the tongue fall down from the roof of the mouth. Relax the shoulders so they just fall down towards the mat naturally. And you might pull them a little bit away from the ears if you feel like they were too high up. Soften both left and right elbow. Curly fingers, that's what they do when you relax. Notice your chest, soft. Belly moving up and down with the slow, calm breaths. Let the glutes and the buttocks rest without holding tension on the mat. Big surface maybe. Both left, right knee soft. All the way down to the ankle. So the feet drop away from each other, the toes. Not holding on to any tension there. And if it makes sense, think about Jesus, as he said, he was the living water. Cleansing and rejuvenating body, soul, and mind. You are welcome to stay down on the mat. I'll suggest you do that. And when you're ready to take a seat, you would move your fingers and toes slowly and take your time before you take a seat. Thank you so much for joining this class. God bless you.